Hey everyone, Tony here for the Sim channel, and today the much anticipated patch 1.43 with this beauty. Today on the Sim channel, we're looking at the new planes coming to War Thunder, including the Horton 229. But of course, the Horton 229, this sexy airplane, is not the only plane that is in War Thunder. So let's take a look at these new aircraft, shall we? So aside from the Horton 229 version 3 at its tier 4 battle rating 6.7 with the early aircraft, there are many different aircraft for the German lineup. And one of the new ones other than the Horton 229 is the Bf.109 A4, which is a tier 2 aircraft. Then on the premium side, we have a lot of new German premiums, including the Tempest Mk.V rank 4 aircraft with a battle rating of 6.0. The Tempest Mk.V comes fully loaded with 4 Mk.V 20mm Hispano cannons with a reload time of 40 seconds. At the time of this video, during the patch on the dev server, the Tempest Mk.V was worth 4,880 Golden Eagles. That's how much it cost. However, as always, the prices of any aircraft in War Thunder are subject to variation and changes over time. Another aircraft for the premium lineup is the new premium Yak-1B, which will only cost 1,000 Golden Eagles, and it will be tier 2. Again, as with the other aircraft, it is subject to, the price is subject to change. And of course, as you saw, it was basically a captured aircraft with German markings, but you saw the Russian markings being cut out. And last but certainly not least is the Bf.109 G2 rank 3 German aircraft. So that's going to be your premium. It is a gift, so it will have to be purchased in a package that has yet to be put on Gaijin's website, but that will be a aircraft that you buy a gift package for at the Gaijin store. Moving on to the Americans. Alright, the Americans now have some new jet bombers, including this beautiful aircraft, being the Martin B-57 Canberra, basically a British Lend-Lease aircraft for the United States. So basically an American version of the new British bomber, which we'll take a look at right now. Both are going to be the same battle rating as all of the other new bombers, basically the same battle rating as the Arado. So all of the jet bombers will be flying together at rank 5, battle rating 6.7, and here's of course the Canberra Mark II. Again, slightly different paint scheme and a slightly different look, but overall the same aircraft in general, but a very beautiful aircraft nonetheless. Back to the American lineup now. We're going to be taking a closer look at the new F7F1, which now is going to be just before the Bearcat while grinding. It is a rank 4 aircraft, and basically it is the American version of the British Mosquito in a way. At least so far in handling. It is very similar in handling to the Mosquito. Like the Mosquito, it has 2 engines mounted on the wing, and it has, of course, cannons in the front. Moving on, we have 2 new American premium aircraft, including the premium Focke-Wulf 190A8 in this sweet post-war U.S. Air Force orange livery. It's a rank 4 aircraft with a battle rating of 5.3. It has 4 20-meter MG-151 cannons and 2 MG-131 13mm machine guns. It currently costs 4,900 golden eagles, although that may change. Um, but overall, this is a pretty sweet aircraft. It has a very awesome livery, which is definitely going to be very nice to look forward. I'm looking forward to seeing that in the new Air Races event mode. Moving on, we have the new Premium Mk.I 43 Hayabusa, which is a rank 2 aircraft, battle rating of 2.3, and it has two 12.7 HO-103 machine guns, and will send you back 700 golden eagles. Obviously, you can tell by the paint scheme that it's a captured aircraft. Basically, the Japanese Imperial Air Force markings, the rising sun on the wings, you can see have been stripped off the paint, and they've just repainted the Air Force logo over it. Overall, a pretty neat aircraft, and it's going to be very fun to see these in the skies. Alright, moving on to the Russians and their new aircraft, which include this rank 1 battle rating 2.0 Yak-1, which is basically just a filler low tier aircraft, but a pretty cool aircraft. It has one 20mm Savak cannon and two 7.62 machine guns as well. The Savak cannons and machine guns do have new sounds, and I'll go over that in a future video, so please stay tuned for that. Moving on, we're going for the new Yak-9, which is going to be another filler type aircraft of rank 2. It's going to have a battle rating of 3.0. And unlike the previous Yak-9s, this is going to, instead of having the troll cannons, it's just going to have your typical 20mm Savak cannons and the 12.7 Berezin UB machine guns, which are going to have 2 ammo for the machine gun and 120 for the cannon. Very light. And of course, to this thing, why do we even have another one of these? Really? We've already got enough I-16 ASACs. This one's Type 5, Rank 1, Battle Rating 1.7. Moving on. Alright. Moving on to the premium. The Russians now have a new premium P-47D-27 Thunderbolt, Rank 3 aircraft, battle rating of a 3.7, with its 12.7 M2 Browning machine guns, carrying an ammo load of 3,400 rounds. The aircraft cost 1,900 golden eagles. Finally, we have the ultimate Russian attack bomber, the IL-28, rank 5, battle rating 6.7, so basically the Russian jet bomber. It has in the nose a 200-round 23 NR-23 cannon, and in the turret, that back turret gun by the tail, it has a 23mm NR-23 cannon, 450 rounds, even more rounds in the tail gunner than in the front. So this is definitely not going to be an aircraft you're going to want to try and attack with a fighter. You will likely be shot down. And it's likely this OP thing will be a bomber hunter. So if you're in the skies flying bombers against the Russians, be very wary of this thing, because this thing will likely come at you and try to shoot you down. And it's very likely in arcade this thing will shoot you down, or at least attempt to shoot you down. So if you thought being chased by B-17s was bad, well, this thing's a lot worse. This thing's got some teeth to it, so do be careful. It's definitely going to be a pretty popular bomber, and I have a feeling it's likely going to be the most popular of all of the new bombers, jet bombers, that are coming out in the game. It's a pretty sweet looking aircraft as well, a very beautiful aircraft by Illusion. On to the Japanese now. We have the new R2Y2 jet fighter bomber for the Japanese, which comes in 3 different variants, including the Kai version 1, the Kai version 2, and of course, last but certainly not least, the Kai version 3. So basically, other than the placement of the engine, these aircraft are pretty similar. They're all going to be rank 5, and they all have very similar battle ratings. Although, if you look at the RP, obviously the research requirements are slightly different. And of course, if you're looking at some of the stats, although I don't usually like getting into the aircraft stats because they tend to change, but if we're looking at the stats, like airspeed and so forth, there's only some slight differences. For the R2Y2 Kai version 1, we have 4 Type 5 30 millimeter cannons, and you have the capability of, if you look at the bottom, you can see that bomb at the bottom of the aircraft, which is going to be an 800 kilogram bomb. It only has one bomb, however. And there you can see the machine guns mounted in the nose, and the ME-262 type engines mounted on the wing. And of course, if we take a look, we can see the different modifications for the 800 kilogram bomb. Currently, the aircraft does not carry torpedoes, or at least this variant. However, it does have 2 different types of bombs. Alright, moving on to the R2Y2 Kai version 2, which has the engines basically mounted inside the fuselage, and now you're getting like now it has 2 engines in the rear. As far as rank, again, it's rank 5, battle rating 7.0. It has 4 30 millimeter Type 5 cannons, and again, the 1 ground bomb, which is, again, 800 kilos, so not much of a difference. Slight variation on the speed. I think, again, there's the inlets in the wing, which is, I mean, I gotta admit, these new Japanese fighter bombers, uh, which, to be honest, they're most likely going to be used as fighters, unless they're not going to be climbing. I assume they're going to be used in the fighter role. Speaking of fighters, we've got the R2 Y2 Kai version 3, which has the MiG type inlet from the Russians mounted in the nose. It looks very similar to a MiG-15 or a Saber, with the exhausts at the top of the nose. Again, there's the cannons, again, the same loadouts according to the graphics card, which is 30 millimeters, and of course the 1 ground bomb that you can see attached. So again, rank 5, battle rating 7. Again, the only major difference between these aircraft, other than the engine locations, are the research points and perhaps some slight differences between the speeds and everything. But overall, the the R2Y2 Kai or KI models are very they're sweet looking aircraft, and it's definitely about time that the Japanese got some proper aircraft. All right, another jet fighter aircraft for the Japanese is this thing, the Kitsuka, if I'm pronouncing that right, which is rank 5, battle rating 7.0, same thing, and it has it has 1 Type 5 30 millimeter cannon. Basically a Japanese version of the ME-262. But again, a pretty sweet looking aircraft. It is historically accurate, this aircraft, although it does have the less powerful and less reliable Japanese jet engines on there. Obviously, this aircraft was never really successful in the war, but this is War Thunder, and we're not just, on historical accounts, but we're trying to get cool aircraft, such as this one. J7W1 rank 4, battle rating 6.3, prop aircraft, and look at this sweet, awesome, epic aircraft with the engine mounted in the back, and of course all of the cannons mounted in the nose. Look at that. I mean, no, seriously, look at that. Look at those babies. 4 30mm Type 5 cannons, just like in the others. But my goodness, look at this sweet little guy. An awesome, awesome aircraft. Max speed 393 miles per hour currently. I mean, this is just going to be a very beautiful aircraft. It does have a danger with being shot out from the back from fighters. However, this aircraft was primarily designed to shoot down bombers. And speaking about bombers, we're now going to look at the new British lineup, including the new Lancaster B Mark 1, which is a rank 4 battle rating 5.7 heavy bomber, which can carry a maximum of 14,250 pounds. It also is able to carry a 16,000 pound bomb. So this is going to be a pretty epic plane in arcade and realistic battles as well as simulator. And now to the new jet bomber, the Canberra B Mark II. Again, as all of its bomber cousins that in all of the War Thunder, it is rank 5, battle rating 6.7, and it can carry 9 500-pound bombs, among other things, and it's a pretty sleek and pretty cool looking British aircraft. You gotta say, it's got some class. So it's definitely a classy bomber. Something else that has a little less class and a little bit more bite is the Venom jet fighter, which just comes after in the lineup after the Vampire, which is what this aircraft is modeled after. It's rank 7, battle rating 7.7, and it has 4 20mm Hispano Mark 5 cannons with 600 rounds of ammunition. So this is going to be a pretty cool aircraft. Hopefully it has a sleek flight model. From what I've seen so far, it's looking like it's going to be a pretty sick British aircraft, and it's definitely going to be a mass murderer of shooting stars if it gets matchmaking with the shooting star. Alright, moving on, we also have a new premium aircraft for the Brits, which of course is this thing, the Catalina. So basically a PBY, a British PBY bomber. So yeah, so the Russians have the have a premium PBY, and now the British. So basically the Catalina Mark 4A, rank 1, battle rating 2.0. It can carry up to 1,600-pound bombs. It's a pretty neat aircraft. I really like the camo. And so if you're into premium aircraft, again, here's another one, 880 Golden Eagles. And that's going to do it for this round. Catch us next time when we take a look at the Horton 229. This is Tony for the CivSim channel. I hope you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like. Subscribe for more. And until next time, everyone, have a great one. I'll catch you guys next time.